Hey Leah, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your big ass bonus for the month of July. I sure appreciate you guys. All the likes, shares, and subscriptions. Chiron's in retrograde in Aries. That's supposed to be helping us heal what we've been purging out. So let's see what we have for love for you, Leo, for July. Learning lessons. There's a distance, and I think you're missing someone very much, or someone's missing you very much. Either way, things aren't coming together the way that you had hoped or planned, or your partner is trying to work past something, trying to get over you, crying over you, and it just isn't working. So let's see. Let's get these big ass cards out here and see what they have to say. Okay, yeah, burdens. Burdens and moving forward in the relationship and making it solid. Somebody wants this, but they also they have the need to feel like they have to be a hero of some sort here too. Somebody does want to put the work in. This is about wish fulfillment for someone to bring it together. And they're not letting go. They're hanging on. They're hanging on to the past. They're hanging on to you, and they want to bridge this distance, right? And they want to come toward you. So let's see kind of what we've got. But there's issues with this new opportunity, with trying to get a new opportunity. So let's see what those are about. Well, come on now. Yeah, there's burdens in making the offer, but let's see what the burdens are. Overcoming what? Overcoming conflict, the need for control, the judgment. Balance. All right, let's try that again. The burden is overcoming, right? What are they overcoming? They've got some control issues. They've got some judgment issues. There's some issues with balance that they're not telling you about. This could be medication. It could be, holding back, not telling you the truth. Why is there an issue with moving forward? They want the victory. They desire this, but they can't seem to make it work with commitment because they're out of balance. That's the burden. Let's see what the issue is here with the Tower. Anxiety. So somebody's dealing with some addiction or some mental health or some issues here that prevent them in a way from being a little bit solid, right? That prevent them from being able to move forward and keep it grounded. You know, this is about foundations and stability. And whatever it is they're battling over here prevents them from being able to achieve this stability. They have anxiety about it. Oh, the distance. There's an issue with the distance. Two cards that indicate distance. They don't have the courage to commit. They can't commit. You see, you have this king and queen here. Queen of Wands is in the reverse. So they're having trouble with moving forward because to them, I think their version of commitment is being this King of Coins energy, perhaps a provider, somebody who's able to hold down a job, or somebody who's able to, they mow the lawn on Saturday, or whatever the hell it is that means to them. But stability to them means fitting a certain criteria that they're unable to achieve. So I think changing the perspective in a healthy way about what does stability mean to them is part of the issue here. And I just think they keep rejecting the idea of moving forward. They want to move forward, and then it's 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, because they cannot, whatever this is over here, they prevents them from maintaining stability in situation. So let's see what they're going to do, what's going to happen. Yeah, they're going to block out forward movement. To them, this is something they can't overcome, so they're just going to lay this burden down. They're going to want to talk a lot about it, but they're not going to take a lot of action because they're unable to take action. And I think they keep hanging on to this situation, hoping that they're going to get better when really they need to figure out what does stability mean to them to be able to achieve that. They want this new beginning, but they're holding on to their own misgivings. Again, they're not actually putting in the work. They're doing a lot of talking, but not putting in the work, which prevents the transformation and the new opportunities from happening. They're doing a lot of thinking about what makes them happy, but they're not trying to fix what's not making them happy in relationship. Again, more talking. I think they've given up on themselves here. They don't feel like there's ways to get to that version of stability or ways to get to a version of relationship. They're hanging on to this idea here that they have of stability, probably perpetuated in childhood, about what it means to be a husband energy. Yeah, so I think they're just kind of sitting under that tree like, you know what? I'm going to sit here until I get what I want instead of working toward getting what they want. Wow. Well, there you have it, folks, about that. So somebody's version of stability has to be changed. Somebody's version of relationship has to be changed. There's an issue here with traditional relationship that's not working in theory. It may look good on paper and it looks good on TV. But this idea of traditional relationship that this person has, Leo, is not working, and it does not work sometimes in the real world. So this is a matter of this person changing their perspective on what does relationship mean? What makes a happy relationship? Is it having the 4-bedroom house and the 3-car garage and the picket fence and the new John Deere and the sprinkler system and is that someone's version of relationship? Or is it being with somebody and negotiating and, sometimes it's 80, sometimes it's 20. Is that the version? Working together to make a life, or they want a pre-planned life that they pick out of a magazine? So this is kind of where your person's at. They have to change their perspective on what does love mean to them? What does relationship mean to them? And until they're able to do that, there may not be a lot of avenues for negotiation or communication. They're also doing a lot of talking and they're not putting in any effort. The desire is there, but is the work being put in? but this person can't get over themselves long enough to figure it out. There's some issue here with a lack of trust as well in love relationship. Again, I think this goes back to childhood issues. Their father, maybe, or this cookie cutter lifestyle they envision in their mind. Yeah. Also, codependency, I think, filters in. They may have an obsessive personality. Okay, there's something here with, I think this is pettiness right here, wanting a version of events to look like you want them to look. And if they don't look that way, well, then you're done. This is rigidity. Rigidity. And it comes and goes with them. Their life comes and goes in waves. They're on top and then they're on their ass. And then they show up and then they don't show up. You know, and it's some kind of stability issue here. Again, obsessive issues. They don't know how to move forward. They don't know how to make something stable. So I think you're dealing with someone who's trying to figure out who the hell they are. And that's, you know, till they do, you might be in that picture and you might not be. So let's get some love cards on it and see what they have to say. When a person keeps you in confusion, it's because they're confused themselves. You know, and are you going to bet the farm on somebody who's confused? No, hell no, you're not. So that's why we leave them in their confusion, we wish them well, and we move on to our path that shows us, you know, where our goal set is, what's our common core values, where do we want to go. Forgiveness is something also that may need to be revisited here in this relationship. You can't continue to bank on past disappointments. This person has one version, you have another. This person isn't stable enough to have the version that they want, and you don't want the version that they want. They're confused. So I think a part of this issue is learning to let go of the past. You know, learning to let go of how it was supposed to look versus what it does look like is something that you have to learn how to do. Do you truly love this person? Yes. But this idea that they have in their mind is not love. It is not working together. It is not going down a path together. It's, I want this magazine picture, and I want these children to look this way, and I want my house to look this way. It's not even a real thing. You know, it's like a little checklist for them. So it's okay to love them, but sometimes you got to love people from a distance. Have patience. Honesty is essential. So I think it's okay to say to this person, you know what, I love you. I hope you figure this out. But until you do, I can't keep getting pulled into your chaos and swirling around here. I have to move on with something solid in my own life. And that's what I'm going to do. And it's okay to be honest with this person about that if that's what you need for closure. But again, you know, we cannot allow others to bring us into their chaos. And a lot of times, I think that's what happens when we try to live a version of someone else's life that does not resonate and is not our truth. So, Leo, that's what I have for you for your bonus, and I will see you guys for second half.